Boxers, do you have the Larry Holmes favorite jab in your arsenal? All right, in these past videos, I've mentioned different types of jabs for the Wilder Fury fight. So I thought I'd go through all 6 different types of jabs for boxers. And I'd show you on a heavy bag, but I got left shoulder replacement surgery last November, and I know I'd overdo it on the heavy bag, and I'm a little bit leery. So I'm just gonna show you like this and throw some videos. I think I have White Lightning and I have Carlos showing the power jab. So I might put a little of that up, but you can get the idea fully from me here. So let's get right into it. The first jab, first one you learn, it comes right out. That arm punch when they teach, everybody teaches. All right, the next one is a little turbocharge on that. You got to upgrade from that one. And believe me, I couldn't believe it. I've done punch mitts with fighters from other clubs coming in here, fighters with 100 amateur fights that are pro, could not feel that. I've done punch mitts out of state with other fighters, couldn't feel their jab. And I look down when I'm doing punch mitts, and I'll be darned, they're still just going arm punch, arm punch. So, okay, here's the second jab. So you're gonna shake that shoulder, shake that lat, and you can feel it all the way through your hips and everything. Let me slow it down, I'm kind of fast. Of course, when you step a little, it's even more intense. All right, those are 2 distinct jabs. Boxers, if you can't feel that and do it, and if you're still just doing that arm punch, you should switch to maybe pickleball or something. All right, the power jab. That's powerful, but this is like a punch. I'm going to include it in the jab. Set it up like this. Jab can come at you. Jab goes by. You can set it up with a 2. You can just set it up. You might fake the guy out there thinking a liver shot's coming. Or a hook to the head. Here it is. See, it's a punch, not a jab anymore. So that's the power jab. All right, that's 3. Now we're going to get into Larry Holmes' jab, which he said, it's not powerful, it just flicks out. But I swore he knocked Ocasio down with that jab.
To which Ocasio is particularly vulnerable, with the head held forward. There's the left, and down went
So here it is, and I can see why Larry Holmes would like this just flicking out like this. It's not as mechanical as, this one here, I feel. I feel that's, if you guys get my drift. So it's loose. You can do it quick. You can flick that thing out there. And Larry, again, putting this body, you would see Larry go, I mean, he would overdo it on that. So he'd get power in any kind of jab. And I might put a little more video of that up. It was a badass jab. All right, now we're going to get into the low to high Philly shell type thing. And I got video of White Lightning when he was 17, and he does this perfectly. Let him demonstrate it for you guys. Like I said, he was 17 then. He's 21 now. He's 3-0 as a pro with Roy Jones Jr. in Pensacola, Florida. So go on that site and check him out. So yeah, that's the low to high one. What's good about that, and I taught that to Lightning because I felt your opponent doesn't see it coming. You know, you're focused all up here in this area here, and all of a sudden this comes up like that. So you basically don't have to do it in Philly shell, but one thing about the Philly shell, you know, you can catch the right hand because your hand's down here. So you're kind of defenseless on this side, but you know, you could use your shoulder too. So, all right, that's 5. And the last one, first time I saw it, I mean, I was never taught this jab. Only the great Mayweather's. Mayweather Sr. against Sugar Ray Leonard is the first time I saw this jab, and I'll try to find something on that one. So, just flicks out from the shoulder, just snaps out. Of course, this arm extends so you can reach it, but it's mostly about flicking out just like that. So I'll put something up, Mayweather Sr. I know I can find something on that with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Dundee pays little attention to it. He thinks...
I'd like to point out, Sugar Ray Leonard said Mayweather Sr. was the hardest fighter for him to hit. So I think that's pretty cool to know that. And then his son was pretty hard to hit too. So anyway, you guys, there you have it. Figure out, but definitely my second jab where you got to get something into that jab. You got to have a hammered, stiff jab. Of course, you can use the other one too. A lot of times, these hard people with jabs say they knock their heads so far back they can't hit them with a right hand because, you know, their right hand misses. So you might want to use that arm punch to throw the 2. But I always say if you use that hard jab and you're knocking a guy's head back, go for the 2 low. That's my right hand to the solar plexus. Because, you know, knock their head back, but their stomach's right there. So always think of these power jabs, this one too, because you might knock their head silly backwards with those if you land it. All right, thanks for watching. 6 different styles of jabs. Try them out. All right, guys, thanks.